welcome to Impossible Coin. I am sometimes known as Brian Cartwright, and I am joined by Rocky Hardy.
Yeah, that's me.
And I am joined by Tegan Somerset.
Yep, on occasion.
On occasion?
On occasion.
Okay. Everyone, hello, hi. We are a podcast which discusses video games and other things that we give a shit about. I think that is a fair and apt description. I'm broadcasting today from my palatial studios in the Phoenix metro area, where I would like to let you know it is officially gross. It is gross out.
I mean,
gross out for over a month.
It sounds like it's been gross out, and it's going to be gross out just with all the heat.
Yeah, it's not great.
And you don't even have to worry about the humidity. You just got the heat.
Well, I did see a headline where people needed to be hospitalized after falling on the sidewalk in Arizona.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
From the burn.
From the burns. Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. Today might break a streak of over 30 consecutive days above 110 degrees.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
Ew.
Which, has not happened previously. Like, since I've lived in this city, like, we have not had over 30 consecutive days above 110. But today might break the streak. So,
does it get like a medal? Do they have a parade?
The metal would melt.
It's not good. It's bad. It's in fact bad. It's so gross. I saw a really fair description of this photo that was taken. There's a picture of of course, a couple of cops, because of course it's cops.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Cops posing beside the official thermometer at the airport. Yep, that's fair. Rocky, that's fair.
Who needs a photo? What's it for?
And they're like, yeah, we're cops. That
sounds like the kind of photo I'd take, as part of my tourism activities, though. Let's be real.
Yeah, but they're cops. They live there, Tegan.
Yeah, they're cops and they live there, so they shouldn't be the ones doing it, but, that sounds like the kind of photo I'd walk away with,
Fair enough.
I went to Phoenix and all I got was a heat rash, Something like that.
Jesus Christ.
The description I saw of the photo is, this is the dinosaurs posing with the meteor.
Oh my
God.
And I'm like, yep. This is that. Because, we're sitting in a town which has been, pleasant and habitable for decades, but now, thanks to the climate change, is rapidly becoming neither pleasant nor habitable.
Jesus.
But these cops sure are yeah, look, man, the thermometer high.
Oh. I mean, what are they gonna do?
They could do something.
I mean, my guess is go harass unhoused people.
Right, and they, instead of harassing unhoused people, they chose to stop and take a stupid photo for the paper. That's one unhoused person who was able to scramble for some shade or something.
Do you know where your local cops are?
Oh,
if you see something, say something.
Give your local cops coloring activities and fun things to do with string.
Yeah! Keep them entertained so people can live their lives unimpeded.
Do that trick where you pretend part of your thumb is now floating. Fascinate your local cops.
Oh my God.
God damn it.
I was told that a cop's favorite video is actually that 10-hour compilation of Jiggling Keys. Apparently they can't get enough of it.
That's why they love Jail Cells, the sound of the key.
Oh my God.
Open up number 4. Jingle, 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 jingle.
All right. Actually, Brent, I need your help with something that's important.
Okay.
I was talking with Her Majesty the other day.
Okay.
We talk regularly or whatever. She apparently has rediscovered a film. It's a film. It came out it was a made for TV film. That's not true. That's not what it was. It was a film made in Britain, recounting the tale of the Corsican brothers. It's not the 1984 Cheech and Chong one, nor the 1941 one. They made one starring this guy, Trevor Eve, in 1985 or whatever, and they made it in Britain, and CBS cut a deal to air it on TV starting February 5th, 1985.
Okay.
But, since it was a TV movie, there likely wasn't any, physical distribution in the States. In fact, the only proof of any physical distribution is a Finnish VHS sleeve that I found online.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I need to find this movie. My mom recently rediscovered it because she found out that someone posted it on YouTube, in 2 parts and shit. My mom's watching. My mom started getting into anime, and now she's grimy like the rest of us. You know what I mean? She's watching old movies in 2 parts and shit. But some person uploaded this movie in 360p because I don't know.
Oh no.
And it's just it's on YouTube, and she watched it like that, and my mom's like, I'm so happy I found this movie again. And I'm sitting there we can do better than this. But Brian, I've been digging into this. I don't know how to find this fucking movie, dude. And I need to find the shit for moms.
Okay, so I hate to have my first question be abundantly super duper obvious.
Does this movie actually exist? This isn't just a fever dream your mom had.
I was Googling it when I was talking to her. She sent me the YouTube link. I have it.
Oh my God.
Okay, so first question. Is the title of this film The Corsican Brothers?
Yes, it is called The Corsican Brothers.
Okay, fantastic. All right.
This is awful. Oh my God. Impossible to find.
Man, one of us has to find this fucking movie. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start transferring the data that I've gathered so far into the Discord chat. So you guys can see the shit.
What if this becomes our new thing? This is the new segment where we find some impossible shit.
Sounds great. That could be fun.
First person to find the one Sailor Moon fan fiction I keep messaging gets $10 from me.
Oh my God.
And you said it was 1984?
No, 85. Cheech and Chong did a parody of the story in 84, and that's most of what you see when you Google the Corsican Brothers. There was also a live action film that was done in 1941, and ironically, some weird series of animated shorts that tell the same story in 87 to 89 for some reason.
Oh no. This sounds like a disaster to find.
It's so fucking goofy. I'm really mad about it actually, but so in our Discord chat, I posted the link to the YouTube video that my mom sent me. This is the film. She confirmed it.
Yeah, I'm seeing it. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, and I also added the IMDb link to the image that has the Finnish VHS sleeve, which tells me that there's a physical distribution somewhere. I don't know it's a physical distribution with English dub on it, but that's another thing that I'd like to find out.
Oh my God.
I am doing some lifting right now. I'm lifting.
All right.
Amazing.
Well, what's going on, Tegan? What's this about a Sailor Moon fic?
Oh my God. Okay, so there's the Sailor Moon fic that I read on a Sailor Moon doll maker website when I was a small child. This is before fanfiction.net existed. Okay. This is in the before times. Okay.
This is the Life Finds a Way of fanfic.
Right. Exactly.
Okay.
It is a Sailor Moon Star Trek Enterprise crossover fan fiction where Serena Sailor Moon learns how to be a leader on the Starship Enterprise.
That sounds amazing, actually.
Yes, that's the fic. I remember it being so good. I'm sure it was not. But here's the thing. The way it starts is, it starts at the point in the story where, Sailor Mini Moon comes back into the past and is like, you're not my mom, right? Because she doesn't recognize Sailor Moon because she knows Neo Queen Serenity, which is Sailor Moon eventually becomes, right? You know,
Right.
after like 900 years of existing, and after she stops aging at 26 and like all that nonsense, you know, after world peace is solved.
For people who don't know, Sailor Moon actually gets pretty wild.
Sailor Moon is nuts. Anyway, no, Sailor Moon can and will beat your faves. All of them. It doesn't matter who.
Doesn't really matter, yeah.
But what ends up happening is like it's like I want to say it's the Negamoon, but I'm not positive about that. They like invade. And also the Starship Enterprise comes.
Okay. Sure.
They are like helping chase down the Negaverse or whatever.
Okay.
And they end up like rescuing the Sailor Scouts. And then the Sailor Scouts and Sailor Moon stay on board and learn how to be Starfleet like officers. And with Sailor Moon studying specifically under like Picard. And that's how she learns to become the great leader that ends up being Neo Queen Serenity. And like it was like 20 some chapters long, and it was so good. And then one day the fan site went down and I never saw it again.
Damn. Yeah, that's wild.
Yep. And then like I think a year or two later, like fanfiction.net was born. And I had forgotten at that point about this Sailor Moon fanfiction. And then when Star Trek was like, Star Trek's like remake stuff was announced, you know? And then like Sailor Moon Crystal happened. Those two things happened around the same time. And I was like, oh man, I remember this fanfic I read. It was so good. And now I don't know how to find it. God, impossible.
Yeah.
Fanfiction is the white whale, for real.
I mean, it definitely sneaks off.
It's just, they just vanish one day.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my white whale of a fanfiction.
Word.
I'm never gonna see it again. That's okay.
There was this movie I watched when I was a kid. I think I've talked about it on the show actually. Like this movie I watched that like freaked me out when I was a kid and like it was like this sci-fi flick where in this like weird remote Siberian like bunker they had these like 8 psychic kids that they like basically pooled their like psychokinesis to like assassinate people at large distances.
Okay.
And it was like the point of it was that they were like assassinating like Western leaders or stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it was supposed to put the fear in you. I was like, damn, if these assassins exist, they could kill anyone anywhere. And I was like 6, and I was like, if these assassins exist, they could kill anyone anywhere. And I was like, I was really like freaked out about that movie. I was like to the point at some point I was like, man, I've got to make sure to live a good life so these weird Siberian kids don't assassinate me or whatever. But like,
oh my God.
I don't know what that movie is.
That's amazing and great, actually.
Like, I don't know if I'll ever find it. And I keep trying to explain it to people, but like, I swear to God, like whenever I try to explain it, it sounds like gibberish. Those are the things that happened. And obviously I was like 6, so I missed all sorts of other important details. But like, I don't know if I'll ever find this movie. It's so wild.
Here's the good news. What you've actually done is unlocked a new parenting strat for future generations.
Oh no!
Just tell your kids about the Siberian kids with telekinetic powers who are going to assassinate them if they don't do good.
That sounds like some shit Dale Gribble would say. Man, rest in peace.
Oh my God. Don't turn me into Dale Gribble. Don't do that.
Sorry. Brian, how's your lifting going?
I might have it. Let's see here. No, I don't have it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was a false alarm.
Yeah. No.
Exciting, though.
Seen those. It's like, this might be the 1985. Man, like, one thing I did yesterday when I was trying to find this movie, I decided to give Google a shot for real. And Google told me that it was streaming on Sling TV. And so I made a free Sling TV account on, like a dummy address, the kind that you just have an email address to put like weird subscriptions and stuff in. So like I used one of those, I made an account, and I started poking around in their search, and it was the 1987 animation. Like, Google didn't even know, man. Like, it was...
Google had no idea.
I'm gonna find this movie, and I'm gonna be mad about it, but like, Jesus Christ. I don't know. Like, Why couldn't CBS just made a couple of VHSs so my mom would be happy? Like, what are you guys talking about? Maybe they did. And, like, I don't know, no one can talk about them. I don't know.
The people who know about the VHSs aren't posting about them on Google because they know the Siberian kids are going to get them.
The Siberian kids are going to get them. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Those Siberian kids were wild, Teagues.
I believe it.
They blew up a man's heart inside of his body. Like, what is that?
They did a Death Note?
Yeah, they did a Death Note.
They did a Death Note before Death Note was cool.
It was basically Death Note before Death Note. Like, but like, you know, the kids were like an organization run by adults instead of, you know, Light Yagami.
Instead of, like, Yagami, a kid who was raised by a cop.
I still love that Tumblr post. It's like, I don't know. We narrowed it down to someone related to these two cops, and this cop's kid is so fucking weird. Like, oh, man.
Right?
I love Death Note. It was so goofy.
You still have to appreciate that, like, Death Note, right? The original manga, right? Light Yagami is supposed to be, like, the most attractive, like, everyday guy, right?
Right, yeah, that was the idea.
He's got, like, the nice brown hair, he's stand-up student, good citizen, blah, blah. And they're like, what are we going to do? We gotta make L the exact opposite of them so that no one finds him attractive. And so they made him this hunched-over little emo boy with so much eyeliner in the early 2000s. Like, Light never stood a chance.
Oh my God, Rip Light. Oh, man.
God, being a cosplayer in those days was wild, too.
I hear that, especially with all the Homestucks around.
Man, that was before Homestucks were around, for real.
I guess that's right.
Homestucks were, like, the following, like, over the next couple of years, like 2010 or so is when they really started, like, showing up.
That's true.
But, like, in the Light Yagami years, the 2004 to, like, 2007, it was, like, you'd get Light and you'd get L cosplayers, and one of them was always wearing a fucking collar, and the other one was always leading him around by a chain.
Yeah.
Like, 100% of the time.
Oh, man. Oh, God.
It was so wild.
Yeah, no, I hear that.
God, the cosplay's been nuts.
Man, Tegan, I hate to bring this up, but I recently learned about Human Pet Guy.
Yeah?
And
Yeah?
Sometimes people are, like, too silly to be real. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But then there's just, like, Human Pet Guy. I'm glad that, like, everyone's, like, roasting him, like, that one chick who was, like, she became, like, real mask off about, like, Second Amendment shit or whatever, and now, like, whenever she does her, like, on-the-ground interviews, they, like, play Disney songs and ask her if she's the girl that shit herself. Like, you know, and it's just, like, how is Human Pet Guy real? Brian, do you know who Human Pet Guy is?
I do not know what what? Who
There
or
was
what?
There was a man. There is a man. I guess he's still alive. But, like, he was active on Tumblr, and he kind of looks a little neckbeardy, you know? But, like, he had this weird treatise about, like, in the future that he'd have, like, a human pet. And, like, he was cool with, like he was, like, it was one of those things, like, he wrote a text post, and it was like, if I walk into a restaurant with my future wife and children, and, like, my human pet, whose genitals are covered because they're wearing underpants, walk in on a leash, which freedoms am I imposing upon you or something? You know, like, stuff like that. Like, dude, what are you talking about? And it's like, you know what, let's try a more extreme example. Like, what if I show up without my wife and children? Maybe they have something else to do today. And I show up with my human pet that walks on all fours, not because they want to, but because their ankle tendons have been severed. And maybe we've removed their toes or something. They're like, dude, what are you saying?
Yeah, no, he's wild. He's an absolute wild man on Tumblr.
It's like, so weird. And he's just walking around. He's just out there. I don't know what that's about, man. That's all I'm saying.
So I want to be clear.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like what you're talking about is a nightmare.
Yeah, man. Waking nightmare.
What he's describing is not like a consensual kink relationship where someone's
absolutely
like,
not. No, he's actually not talking about that, which is weird in its own way. But, you know.
Because like I was like, okay, pet play, that's a thing. Someone's
Pet
like,
play is a thing, yeah.
I'm a dog, woof woof, and like, I'll eat from the bowl and get on all fours and wag my tail.
Right.
Like that's a thing. That is a thing.
Mhm.
It's fine. It's healthy. We don't kink shame on this show. What it sounds like he's talking about is some fucking human centipede bullshit.
Yeah, no,
Don't
100%.
forget, you have to understand also, in this hypothetical scenario, his pet has also been spayed or neutered.
Correct. And I think he even like tossed around the idea of like removing their eyes so that they're more dependent on whoever the master is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What rational basis do you have to demand that we leave our beloved pet at home? Get fucked, my guy. I hate this man so much.
Yeah, this guy sucks, and he's just been around. Like, I'm glad that like people have found ways to deal with him. Like, he's not like when he's in public or whatever, and he starts like trying to like talk some shit or whatever. It's like, hey, aren't you human pet guy? And then like he tries to stand there in front of people and defend his human pet thing, and it's like, oh, we don't have to deal with this guy. This guy's ridiculous. You just leave him here, I guess.
Yeah.
But
like what he's describing.
Mm-hmm.
When he's like, oh, well, what am I infringing upon? Like, well,
right.
Well, dude.
yeah.
Oh
my god!
Like this starts with at the Christ. I can't believe I'm entangling myself. I'm enmeshing myself into this man's foolishness.
I know, right? Ugh. We do a little bit. Let's go. Come on. Let's go.
The great news is, for everyone here, you can just block human pet guy and you never have to hear about him again.
Never again. Yeah. It's just gone.
Vote now on your phones. So, like, at the very least, like, he has kidnapped someone.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Like, there was a van somewhere, and the door swung open, and he grabbed someone off the street, and he hit him with the chloroform.
Yep.
And then they woke up, and they were like, and he's like, hello, I'm human pet guy. This is now a human centipede kind of situation.
Yep.
Congratulations on being my first human pet. We will move to Antarctica where there is viable farmland, and we will live out our days.
Oh my god.
Your tendons have been severed, and you now eat Alpo.
Yep.
Yep. Like.
Alpo is not fit for human consumption. Just so everyone's aware, Alpo, don't eat it. Don't do it. I know it's tempting. Don't do it.
And then, like, next up, after this kidnapping and assault,
Yep.
Because kidnapping and assault happened.
Yep.
Then, like, there is like a series of assaults based on these prospective surgeries.
Correct.
And like, I guarantee that this guy's not in a clean surgical environment.
Oh yeah, no, of course not. You're in a,
I've seen Human Centipede. I know what happens.
Yep.
I haven't seen Human Centipede, and I have an idea of what happens.
You don't want to watch Human Centipede?
No, I don't. I managed to escape 2 Girls, 1 Cup. I'm not about to like spoil my record here.
Okay, I want to tell anybody who is listening to this show, Human Centipede is a bad movie. Don't watch it.
Yeah, you don't gotta watch it, man. It's fine. Leave it alone.
No, you don't. I remember watching that first Human Centipede movie and being mad that happened at my time.
Yeah.
We're gonna start a new segment. It's gonna be like Brian watched it, so you don't have to.
Oh no!
Brian's just gonna tell us about a bad movie you watched.
So you don't have to watch new bad movies. You just tell us about whatever bad movie.
Yeah, you hear a movie is bad. We'll find out if Brian has watched it, and if Brian has watched it, great news. You don't have to.
But yeah, this fucking goon is just basically like, what if I was the plot to a horror movie? Like,
yeah. Some people want to be horror movies, dude. Like they really want to.
No.
I know. Yeah, that makes sense to me too.
No, like, what if I got a clown mask and a machete? Who am I hurting? Who am I hurting? Answer the people, like, oh my god.
Everybody in Cincinnati in the year, 2016? Was that when the clowns were coming out of the woods? I'm pretty sure
I think that was the clown year.
Yeah.
2016. Yeah.
I tell you what, I'm sitting here now in the fullness of time. Well, we could have learned so much from Clown Year.
We had so fun fact, in 2016 there was a guy who was a clown who did live in the park near the University of Cincinnati's campus.
Is this a bit? First, is this a bit?
This is a real dude.
Are you going to tell me this is a bit at the end?
No, I'm not gonna tell you this is a bit. This is a real thing that happened. And the college newspaper interviewed him and be like, "What do you think of all these clowns who are trying to attack people now around Halloween?" And he was just like, they're messing up my gig. I'm here to slightly terrorize college students on their way home at 2 a.m. while they're drunk. Like, these guys are actually trying to hurt people, and, like, now I can't do my bit on college campus anymore. Like, it was a whole thing. It was
Damn, Scooby-Doo villain turned into a real villain? Wild.
Didn't mean to. He was just like, no, like, I'm not actually here to hurt anybody. I'm just here to jump out and scare some people so that they don't dally in the middle of the night. Like, that's what I'm doing. We all knew he was there, you know? This isn't a bit. This is not a bit. I need you to understand this is not a bit. This is a real thing that somebody on my college campus tried to do with their spare time because they thought it was funny. It was funny. It was very funny. Listen, there's nothing to do in Ohio. I need you to understand this. There's nothing to do. We are so bored. Rocky's very quickly learning. There's a reason that, like, so many astronauts come from Ohio. Everybody wants to leave.
Yeah, they're trying to get out.
Let's see here.
Blink twice if you're trapped in Ohio.
Oh, no.
I broke him.
Give him a second.
Okay, all right. Hem.
Mm-hmm.
Hem. Dateline, Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clown guy.
100% real, dude.
Dateline, Cincinnati. Headline: 7 arrests made as creepy clown threat spreads.
Yeah.
September 30th, 2016. All at once, over the span of just a few hours, Greater Cincinnati's growing clown problem seemed to boil over.
Yeah.
It happened Friday. Concern mounted in local communities and law enforcement and government agencies were forced to respond to multiple episodes of clown-related mischief, the latest and strangest nationwide trend in crime. Montgomery police reported Friday 5 Sycamore students were arrested in connection with the threats. According to police, students were arrested after suggesting a clown organization called Clown Clan go to their school.
Yep.
They're being charged with inducing a panic.
Brian, I have a quick question. Just minor detail.
Okay,
when they spelled Clown Clan, did they use C's or did they use K's?
They use C's.
Oh, thank God. Just want to check in.
Clowns were real, I'm telling you. I swear to God, I say stuff and you guys think I make it up, but I'm not making it up. It's
Tegan, I believe like 90% of what you say.
The clowns were real.
This follows the earlier arrest of 2 juveniles one Thursday in Colleran Township for a threat against a high school there, and one Friday in Miami Township for a threat against a Milford High School. At least 7 separate municipalities have responded to clown-related threats this week.
Yeah,
sounds right.
Clown-related threats.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Some jurisdictions are adopting a proactive approach to the clown issue by warning parents and residents of possible consequences for criminal activity. Collier police said the suspect there, threatened to harm students at Colorado High on Friday.
Mhm.
Miami Township Police said that the suspect they arrested was a copycat offender mimicking other clown threats which had been made recently.
A standalone complex.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Reading High School and Mount Notre Dame High.
It's Reading High School, but okay.
Welcome
to Ohio. All the names are wrong.
As a precaution against an attack by a man dressed in clown garb.
Mm-hmm.
The suspect allegedly grabbed a woman's throat and threatened her before making a vague threat against the high school. The incident occurred at 4 a.m. Reading police said Kim Youngblood was smoking a cigarette on her porch at South Terrace Apartments when the clown appeared and assaulted her. I thought it was just a person that came up behind me and grabbed me by the neck. It turned out to be a person dressed as a clown.
Which is definitely worse.
I thought this was just a regular assault, but no, it was a clown assault.
This was clown assault. Youngblood told 911 dispatchers, and the person was making threats against the school district, making threats against me and telling me that he was going to kill me. Youngblood told police that the male fled after an alarm went off in a nearby apartment. The male grabbed Youngblood's throat harder for a second before fleeing, police stated in a release. He said there would be teachers and students who were going to be sorry they were ever born. The male suspect was reportedly wearing a striped shirt outfit, red wig, and white clown mask.
Damn. Oh, clown mask. I was about to say no nose.
Sharonville police, who investigated clown sighting earlier this week, said Friday in a Facebook post that they were posting officers and schools in response to a threat from Dexter the Clown. Officials in Fairfield Township and Sycamore Township announced Thursday and Friday they were investigating threats made against their respective schools. As you may be aware, there has been a recent rash of threats involving people dressed as creepy clowns across the country. Sycamore principal Doug Mader wrote, in recent days, several local school districts have even canceled school while investigators determine if the threats are serious. The threats began rolling in Tuesday. Gallatin County schools in northern Kentucky had heightened security after a vague threat of violence. The threat stemmed from a Facebook conversation screenshot with individuals dressed as clowns in their motherfuckers didn't even have to show up.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. In their Facebook thing.
Yeah, and people are scared of these Facebook clowns.
Jesus fucking Christ. Oh God. Oh
Isn't
God.
It great?
Facebook clowns win the day.
Facebook clowns got school canceled for a bunch of kids. Yep.
In an attempt to get ahead of the clown creeps, Butler County Sheriff Richard K. Jones said Friday that anyone involved in clown-related criminal activity would be arrested and charged accordingly. We have added patrols and deputies at various schools and bus stops throughout the county. I just want to make sure that those who decide to participate in this malicious activity are aware you will go to jail. This will eliminate the element of surprise when you get arrested. Jones is also encouraging the public to report any suspicious activity. Butler County did not report. I'm sorry, if you see something, say something clown style.
Wait, hold on. I know they didn't do this because of the way the article's written, but like it would have been very funny to me if this actually was like a clown scare in the style of like a Red Scare, where they actually like made new local laws for clown related like crimes.
Oh my God, that would have been hilarious. But
yeah, no, they didn't do that. That's fine. But like, I was kind of hoping, because he's like,
unfortunately not. But
County Police spokesperson Lieutenant Steve Saunders says the city hasn't received any clown-related reports as of 10:30 a.m. He cautioned would-be clowns thusly, wear a clown mask at your own risk. Okay. And I can't believe here I am in the year of our Lord 2023 about to object to Lieutenant Steve Saunders' statement 7 years ago.
Right.
But here we go. I'm about to do that. Let's say somebody, right, just wants to wear a clown mask, and they're just like, you know what?
Well, this is right. September, right? That
Yeah.
all this is. So what's going on? Right next month,
Oh,
October.
I don't know.
Halloween.
Halloween.
And what's the easiest fucking costume to wear? A clown costume.
It's very, it's seasonal. It's
seasonal. This is
seasonal.
a seasonal problem.
Seasonal. It's cozy in the tunnel.
Oh god.
Oh,
God damn it.
Isn't this great?
And so here we got Steve Saunders, right? And he's like, fuck around and find out. And you're like, sir, they're wearing a mask, sir. There's no throat grabbing. There's no Facebook threats. There's no hanging around the high school. Like they're just trying to go to this party or whatever. And you just like put the mask on and find out. Like, what the fuck?
Yep.
Out here profiling clowns. But then again, like, I guess that's what cops do, right?
Yeah, they just had a new category this time.
Yeah. They're like, we're very excited we're now very excited to profile clowns. So, thank you for coming to this Impossible Coin segment called "All Cops Are Bad, Some Clowns Are Bad."
Oh, I thought we were calling this Tegan Says Something and No One Believes Her.
Again, I generally believe what you say. Brian did not believe, though.
The clown throat was real. It was fake, but it was also a real thing that happened.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't realize there was enough clown-related mischief in the greater Cincinnati area.
Yep.
Yeah.
That like
towards a police response.
Yeah, because like I thought the way I remember this, like, because y'all know me. Like, you think I haven't spent the time on like the Great Clown Crisis of 2016 Wikipedia article?
Right, exactly.
Yeah, like that's right up my alley. I have spent time on that Wikipedia entry. I have spent time reading about the Great Clown Crisis, but I had no idea that Cincinnati alone was just such a nexus of clown activity.
I got an email from the school because at that point my like college email was still active. I got an email from the school that was like, please don't come to campus in a clown costume. We understand that it's an easy costume for Halloween activities, but please don't wear it on campus. Thank you. It was really funny.
Oh no.
God. What a time.
What?
We go back to the time when the clown crisis was a real issue. Back before the 2016 election. Pokemon Go had just come out.
Man, Pokemon Go is sick, but I feel like it could have been a lot cooler.
It could have been so much cooler.
Seems like a missed opportunity,
We just have to restart Pokemon Go.
I mean, I don't know. I think Niantic just needs to pony up for some of these deals. I think they got goofed on their Go Fest thing, because they needed a lot of cell coverage in the thing, but basically you ended up going to an AR event that didn't work. And that's a bummer,
Well, they're doing them again. Go Fest is happening again this year.
Oh, weird. I might go to one of those. We'll see.
This year you get a Diancie, apparently. Diancie? Is that how you say it? Mega Diancie, I'm sorry. It's their Pokemon Go debut.
Hey.
It's gonna be in London, Osaka, and New York City. But also, you can do Pokemon 2023 Global Fest with a ticket and experience Pokemon Go in your local city.
Heard.
In the US, it already happened in Osaka and London. It happened on the 4th, 5th, and 6th of August there.
Mm-hmm.
But for the US, it's the 18th, 19th, and 20th.
Hmm.
And then worldwide, it's the 26th to 27th. Ooh.
God, this is really good typing. I might actually use a Diancie.
Diancie's cool.
Yeah.
Pokemon occasionally still makes good Pokemon.
Occasionally, yeah.
Occasionally.
They've been phoning it in for a bit.
You mean you don't like Pokemon Design, which is like, I don't know, man, it's a bag of grass.
Okay. I do like those, but like they're overplaying it. You know what I mean? Like Voltorb isn't like incredible monster like design or whatever, but like Hitmonchan's fun. Like stuff like that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I understand they got to throw stuff at the wall and they don't know what's going to be popular. I wouldn't have guessed that Mimikyu would be popular until, like, you know, whoever wrote the backstory did it. But Mimikyu's great, you know? But they got to throw stuff at the wall. I don't know how many they could add. Like, games got to feel like they're complete, so you got to have a Pokedex or whatever. But I feel like if they did something like they only released 3 Pokemon a year or something, it'd be a very different, like, product.
There are how many Pokemon are there now? Have we officially breached 1,000?
I don't know.
Yeah. Yep. That I know.
Oh yeah, we're at 1,010, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 1,020 it looks like total.
All right.
And that's with the 4 new legendaries that are coming in the DLC.
Mm.
Can we talk about the Pokemon Presents that happened
Sure.
this past week? I'm mad. I'm so mad about what they did to Raikou. They gave him Nike shoes, and they made him a giraffe, but they also made him a tall neck from fucking Horizon. Like, what did they do to my boy? Nintendo hates the legendary beasts, like, confirmed. God. I'm so mad about it.
Is there a dumb Pokemon I had to go look up?
So I will get you. I will get you the Pokemon. Give me a second. Oh, it's called Raging Bolt. That's what it is. God damn it. This is so stupid. This is so dumb. This is the boy. This is what they've done to my boy.
Oh, the long neck Raikou?
Look at him! He got them Nike shoes on and they made him a tall neck. That's a tall neck.
Brand, how do you feel about the new Raikou?
Oh, opening now. Processing.
Processing.
What the fuck is this stupid garbage?
That's what that is. That's exactly what that is. They just said, "Hey, Horizon, can I copy your homework?" Yeah, but make it look like you didn't. God, I'm so mad about it.
Well, it is dumb.
Okay, so
Is it as dumb as Walking Wake, though?
I don't know about all that.
Walking Wake is what they did to fucking Suicune. This is what they did to Suicune. Suicune's already out in the game, but, like, here he is!
Yeah.
In case you were wondering.
They turned my boy into a Velociraptor, Brian.
They made him a water dragon type, at least.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay. All right. Yeah. These Pokemon fail the Brian Pokemon test.
Okay.
Yeah. Pokemon should fall into 3 categories, which are Category 1.
Cute.
Pokemon that would freak you out if you were high.
Okay.
Okay, that's Category 1.
Uh-huh.
Pokemon category number 2 is Pokemon that you would want to get high with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. All right. And the category 3 is you switch to edibles because you accidentally don't want to hotbox this cutie and you just want to give them good hugs instead.
Okay.
Yeah. All Pokemon can be thought of in relation to marijuana. And if your Pokemon does not fit into one of these three categories, I'm sorry, you need to go back to the drawing board. And I look at these two here Pokemon, and like the first one looks like he cares way too much about snap bracelets.
Okay.
Look at this fucking loser. Look at him. Look at this dipshit 1995 giraffe.
If it makes you feel any better, Brian, the clouds around his head are actually like a scarf thing, and in the in-game art, it like cascades out like some kind of cape coming out of his head. It's so much worse.
This does not make this better.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
Look at his stupid tail. Look at his stupid tail.
Yeah, little Zap boat. I don't know.
Like, what is this fucking garbage?
I don't know.
And then the second one,
Mm-hmm.
Like, got this donut basketball hoop thing on the head.
Yeah. Well, Suicune did have that originally. That's
that was
part of
there before.
Suicune's original design.
Yeah.
It just wasn't so rocky.
It's true.
Why he got two tails? He got two spines?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, he just got two tails. Why? How did this? But here's the thing. Here's the thing that I get, right? Like, Pokemon they evolve, right? They have they were like this, and now they're like this, right? And those things like build on each other, right?
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. These are the legendary beasts, right? They're modeled after a lion, a tiger, and a leopard. Like, those are the base forms that, like, then got Pokemon-ified, right? So, like, why are they dinosaurs? Why are they dinosaurs? Why aren't they cool ancient mammals? Why didn't we get cool saber-toothed tiger, big Raikou, long fangs, like, why not?
Why is it a giraffe?
Why is it a giraffe? Why is it a Brontosaurus?
That might be a Bracky.
What is Raikou what is Entei going to be? What's everyone's favorite Pokemon dad going to be? Huh?
Brian, what do you want your Pokemon dad to be?
I don't know, man. Entei seems like a weird dad.
Entei's a weird dad for sure.
Entei
There was a whole movie about it.
Yeah, he was a great father.
He's a father, yeah, but he's a weird dad.
All right, I will not have in this Entei revisionism. He was not a great dad.
He was a great dad. He did his best as a father. He's doing his best.
There are plenty of dads out there that do their best and it isn't good enough.
He's trying to not instill his one child with generational trauma, and instead is installing them with real trauma.
Wait, hold on. Does Endeavor's mask look like Entei's mask on purpose?
Does Endeavor look like Entei on purpose? I believe the answer is yes. I don't think if Horikoshi knows that that's why he did that, but that's why he did that.
Oh no! Brian, there's an anime, with young superheroes or whatever, and there's a guy who's a bad dad. Like he's was abusive to both his children and his wife, but now he's the number one hero and he's trying to clean up his image, but everyone fucking hates him, or his family hates him, you know what it is. But his face looks like this dog, man.
Jesus Christ. I may have found a picture of Evolved Entei.
Oh God. Was it on DeviantArt?
Is it a fake picture? Is it a fake picture of Evolved Entei?
It wasn't on DeviantArt.
Okay.
Oh, is it on Reddit?
Oh, Jesus. That's just a Kajinka, man.
Oh, no. Don't do that. There are some actual guesses that people have made for Paradox Entei that are actually pretty good.
Okay.
But, like, one of them really did do, like, oh, this is what I think Raikou would look like. And it just basically was that. Like, this was, like, the popular Raikou design sort of thing that someone made. Here's a good one. After seeing, when only what's his name had been, only Suicune had been released. Like, that was one that people did. And they're like, oh yeah, it'll look like this. This is one that someone's made, which looks really good. You know? No, don't do that. Like, there's some good options in here, but, like, I don't know what they're going to do, and I'm afraid, you know? Like, ugh. Oh, this is the one. Here's the one where it's like, that's basically what they did. It's this guy's art. That's basically what they did.
Oh,
why are they dinosaurs? Why didn't they use, right, the guys from Ruby and Sapphire? Those guys are actually, like, those would have been really good, cool dinosaurs. It frustrates me.
I hear
This is frustrating to me in particular. I don't mind the future Pokemon all being made out of metal. You know? Like, that makes sense. Like, we had, what was it, the iDog, right? The, like, iPhone, iPod Shuffle dog thing, you know? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Like that. Like, that's what the metal Pokemon from the future make me think of. You know? It's like, this Pokemon became extinct, and then we recreated it with metal. But, like, these ones are, like, these could have been actual ancient evolutions for these Pokemon, and they're just dicking around.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't know who's doing the premier monster design at this point. I just know it's not Pokemon. I'm not excited about the stuff, at least, at this point.
Is it still the Pokemon Company? The only good Pokemon that released in the like trailers for the DLC is the new Applin evolution.
Mm-hmm.
The Applin evolution, Brian, you're gonna love it. It follows all of the requirements that you laid out earlier about what a Pokemon should be. Okay? This is the new Applin evolution. Its name is Diplin. Look at that! That's just a little guy! That's just a little guy!
Hey, Diplin. How you doing, bud?
He's a little candy apple guy. That's so cute.
One second. Processing.
Yeah,
Processing.
uh-huh.
Processing. Why is it underneath the thing?
It lives in the apple.
No, like the way it's rendered in my chat is weird.
Oh, I
Like,
don't know.
it looks like the image is like literally underneath the last image of these fucking loser Pokemon.
They're separate posts, so...
Yeah.
It's also transparent, so...
Oh yeah, it is also transparent.
Let me try to reopen. I'm now reopening the chat. Let's see here. You see, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, see, that's just a little guy. That's so good. Good little guy. That's a grass dragon Pokemon right there.
Yeah, you see, when they rolled this fucker out, I remember like reading like some like goofy description of like the thing that is sticking its eyes out of the apple is different than the tails coming out the back.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that's excessively complicated, but in a fun way. I like that. And like, you said
It's like there are two worms inside your apple. One of them has become like the stem part, and the other part is the tail part.
And I like how this apple full of worms has been candied somehow.
Yeah, isn't it cute?
And I like how the candy coating that is dripping off the top looks like fangs.
Yeah, it's cute.
That's fun. And I could see this candy apple. This candy apple smokes. It knows what's up.
It also like fits in line with the other two Applin evolutions, Flapple and Appletoon, which are
What the fuck? What?
Yeah.
Flapple?
Oh, you did Flapple? You want to see Flapple? This is Flapple. Isn't that great? That's just a little guy.
Jesus Christ.
You want to see Appletoon? Appletoon is going to be your new favorite Pokemon. Appletoon and Trubbish, man. There he is. Look at him. He's just a little guy. Like,
I'm sorry. Is this a slow dinosaur boy who's underneath pie parts?
yeah, he's
Yes.
a pie crust. Isn't he great?
So we have a hyperactive flying dinosaur, which is likely voiced by Eddie Murphy,
Yes. Correct.
and then a slow dinosaur underneath pie parts.
Yeah. And you evolve them by giving them different apples. One of them, the Flapple, the one with the wings, who's made himself little wings from the shell of his apple. You get that when you expose it to a tart apple. And the Pie Boy, you get him when you expose him to a sweet apple. Because he becomes sweet like apple pie! That's so cute! Isn't that great?
And does he just turn into Trubbish if you give him a red delicious?
Oh god. I don't know. We don't know how this Diplin evolves, so. But he's just a little guy. What a great Pokemon. This is a good Pokemon. I don't know.
Cool to me.
Cool to me. Like, I'm not happy with Raikou, but that's because I like Raikou.
Yeah.
And I'm mad.
Yeah, they don't like Raikou.
They don't like Raikou. They don't respect him. They didn't respect Suicune. We could have had a cool Lugia, you know?
We could have
Cool
cool
Ho-Oh.
Lugia. So sick, man. I gotta watch more of the more recent Pokemon movies, but 2000 is still like probably my favorite one.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of like like the how like the Pokemon version things, like like your favorite Pokemon game is Pokemon Red. That just tells me you were about 5 or 6 years old in 1991 or something. And like I don't know, 2000's like that for me. But maybe I'll revisit the Pokemon movies. I gotta watch a bunch of anime movies. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Okay, my favorite Pokemon.
Okay.
My favorite Pokemon plot-wise
Okay.
was Pokemon X. Pokemon X and Y. That
right.
thing had a story, you know?
Yeah.
But like, and it was hard, but not like impossible, you know?
Yeah.
And so I feel like that was a good balance. But like my first Pokemon game was Pokemon Blue. It's just not the best Pokemon game.
Yeah.
The best Pokemon game fashion-wise is our Black and White, because those ones, they gave you lots of options. Fashion for every season. It was so good.
X lets you customize your character, though, and you even got haircuts.
Yeah. That's true. But in Black and White, I got to pick different little dresses.
That's true.
I got dresses, I got skirts, and I got pants. As a girl, unheard of.
It's still wild to me that they said Scarlet and Violet wasn't going to have, like, skirts. That was...
No schoolgirl skirts in Pokemon Scarlet Violet.
Yeah, the one where you actually go to a school and everything.
Only
Crazy.
pants. Only pants. And also, like, both of the Scarlet uniform and the Violet uniform both suck. They're both ugly. They're so bad, okay? But in the DLC, you get to go to the Blueberry Academy, and they get fucking cool uniforms. they get really cool uniforms. It's not fair. They look like Pokemon trainer uniforms. They're like athleisure wear kind of stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm.
God, I'm so mad about it.
I hear that.
I'm not gonna buy the DLC.
It's not worth it, I don't think, actually.
I don't think so either. And also I'm mad about Raikou, so I'm not. I think this is where I'm done with Pokemon, like, for real. But like, these school uniform, the fucking Blueberry Academy school uniforms.
I gotta get Tegan to play Koromon.
Look at these Blueberry Academy school uniforms, they're good! Like, whatever.
Those pants are pretty sick. I like the colors and I like the asymmetry.
Right? They're great. Also, your new, like, little rival girl character is great. I love this girl who's probably like a fairy or a psychic type trainer. She's so good. Lacey. God, I can't wait to meet her. She looks great. I'm not going to meet her myself. I'm going to watch someone else meet her. But, like, look at her. Good trainer design. I don't know.
I love good trainer design. I did like how, like, in Pokemon Showdown, you could basically pick, like, a sprite to use.
Mm-hmm.
And that was cool. I think I ended up using one of, like, the dancers in, like, Sun and Moon for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I don't know what I'd use today if I were to get back on it.
I mean, you wouldn't use anything from Sun and Moon because everybody not Sun and Moon, Scarlet and Violet, because everyone in Scarlet and Violet is a heckin' just a regular, like, guy.
Yeah, actually. You're
just a school kid. Just school kids. Rocky, you gotta like the new boy, though. The new boy rival. He's great. He's great. He's a chef. he cooks his little Pokeballs before he throws them out of the pan.
Wait, he cooks them? That's so weird.
He cooks them. It's so funny.
Oh my gosh.
He's great. He's great.
It's like an alternate Apple evolution, Brian.
But yes. It's my new Pokemon Red Deliciouso. Yeah.
Word.
Yeah. Yeah. Pokemon is weird, man.
Here you go, Rocky. Here you go. There's his full body art.
Oh God. Actually, this kid's great.
Isn't he great?
Yeah.
He puts his Pokeballs in the pan, and then he, like, sautés them a little bit, and then he, like, bumps them out of the pan to throw them into battle.
I knew there was, like, a game where, like, you could turn acorns into Pokeballs, but, like, I guess they're just leaning into it. Yeah, like, Pokeballs are actually nuts.
Pokeballs are wild. Anyway, that's your Pokemon news for the week.
Word.
Or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Mad about it, but it's fine.
I mean, it'll shake out.
Yeah, it'll shake out one way or another.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
What?
What's up, Brian?
I just Pokemon is so confusing.
I know.
Um,
It's both confusing, affectionate, and confusing, frustrating.
Yeah.
They need to spend more, like, they need a longer dev cycle for Pokemon.
Yeah. That's the one.
They
That's
really
the one.
do. I'm fine with time between Pokemon games, you know? They also need, like, a larger team doing the Pokemon dev stuff for the games, because, like, these guys gotta be tired, you know? They gotta be tired.
I mean, the greatest tell for they need more time to make these fucking Pokemans is, are there Pokemon in your Pokemon game that look like they were designed by a guy who was on his way to a meeting and is like, oh shit, I forgot to make my Pokemon last night because I was getting high, and in a moment of, like, panic on his way to the meeting, is just, like, looking around outside, like, the car or train window, and he sees an object and is like, that's my Pokemon. That's it. And it's like, okay, this Pokemon's base form is a unicycle, and he evolves and he turns into a bicycle, and his third form is a tricycle. And then someone's like, great, go with it. Go with it. And next thing you know, you've got a Pokemon running around that's a unicycle.
Yeah.
Like, this Pokemon's just a bag of trash, everybody. What do you mean this Pokemon's just a bag of trash? This Pokemon is literally a bag of trash. Why? Because I looked out the car window and I saw a bag of trash. That's why we're here.
I mean, I usually don't mind those designs. I like when they do more stuff with them. And, like, I think the biggest pull is always like the Pokedex entries. Like you see like Drifloon or whatever, which is just like a tiny hot air balloon and whatnot. But it apparently, is known to just snatch up children. And this is in the Pokedex entry. It's just something you got to know.
Cincinnati?
Oh, God. Imagine it was just in Cincinnati.
Oh, my God.
I'm sorry, the name of this Pokemon is Drift Balloon.
Drifloon.
Yeah, Drifloon. He evolves into a hot air balloon Pokemon.
Drifblim.
Yeah, Drifblim.
Oh, so Drift Blimp.
Yeah, Blim. But he's like he looks like a hot air balloon. Look at him. What a cutie.
That's Drifblim. That's Drifloon.
I love Drifloon. Drifloon though, steals children.
Yeah.
That is a thing. They pick children up with their little hand strings and they carry them away, never to be seen again, supposedly,
right.
Allegedly. You gotta remember the Pokedex entries are written by 10-year-olds. Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah.
That is what happens. And allegedly, Phantump is the soul of a dead child who was lost in the woods, reincarnated as a tree stump.
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly.
Trevenant is a pretty cool Pokemon, though. Oh, no!
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah, just exactly like that. Brian, this is...
That's what the Pokedex entry says. Yeah.
Oh, God. Drifloon in your spherical purple body. Your 2 stringy arms.
He's so cute.
My condolences, Brian.
Oh my God, what a great Pokemon.
Hey, Lux, how you doing? Lux is trying to play Limbo with my desk right now. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lux can do whatever they want.
Lux.
I don't know.
You don't have to know. That's the thing. Here's the nice thing about being us. We don't have to worry about trying to make Pokemon. We can just comment on them.
Yeah, it's true.
The creative pressure behind making a Pokemon has to be intense.
It's probably pretty wild. Oh, man, what was that? Paranoia Agent?
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that one lady who who's the Beanie Baby designer and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and she goes crazy.
Yeah,
trying to make the next fancy Beanie Baby because the one dog she made did so well.
Yeah. That was the time. Shouts to Paranoia Agent. A little slugger, I guess.
Imagine trying to follow up Cinnamoroll's design. God. So Splatfest is happening.
Yeah.
I'm sad about it.
Well, it's been a rough time.
I've lost so many matches.
I mean, Team Fame's not in it to win it, Teeks.
I just won. I know, but they're wrong.
But they're...
Listen, they're wrong. They gotta work for it. No one wants to work to be famous. They just want it to happen. And that's not what's gonna happen.
Nope.
You gotta put in the effort. And I am putting in the effort. No one else is.
You're having a hard time staying off the hook.
I am getting cooked. As the saying goes. We played yesterday. Mm-hmm. Yesterday, day of recording. But over the weekend, when the Splatfest was happening. We won 2 matches on Saturday during the entire Splatfest time that we played on stream.
Yep.
And I have lost every match since the last match that we did. Every single one. Mm-hmm. All of them. It hasn't been close.
Yeah, Team Fame is just bad this time, Teeks. I'm sorry.
They're real bad. Ugh. We spent 45 minutes picking a team, and we picked the losing team, and it's not even like losing by a little bit. It's losing by a lot. It's so frustrating.
Oh, man. And, well, I mean, it's going to be done by time of posting, but, like, is it, like, 7 p.m. tonight, or did it end this morning?
It ends tonight at 8 p.m.
Word.
Eastern. So results will be out by like 10 or 11 p.m.
Yeah.
If not by tomorrow morning, but like, ouch. Oof. Oof, ouch.
Yeah, rip Fame.
I hurt. There's no way. I'll be surprised if more than like 20% of the fan base chose Team Fame.
Fame does seem underpopulated.
I'll be shocked. Mm-hmm. Fame is super underpopulated. And like Love definitely, it seems like, has the most populated players.
Right.
And Team Money, like, they're doing well, you know? Like, they won the sneak peek, which is like in the week up to. But it seems like Team Love is dominating the actual matches.
Honestly, not a bad deal, but still.
Happy for Big Man.
I mean, Big Man gets those every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually just Shiver.
Yeah, Shiver's won 5 Splatfests total.
Yeah, out of like 9 or something.
Yep. Yeah. Big Man's won 2 so far at time of recording. 2 so far, and Fry's won 1. So,
okay, so 8.
This is the 9th Splatfest. Yeah.
Okay.
It's hard out here. It's so hard.
Yeah, at least it was fun. Well, some of it was fun. Popping off was fun. But, like...
I'm never gonna get to pop off again.
Well, hopefully we can just get you a Horrorboros clear.
Maybe. I'll pop off for the Horrorboros clear. I'll be excited about that.
Oh, yeah.
I think I've beaten Koizuna, like the big guy. I think I've beaten him like 3 times. That's it. I'm not good at Salmon Run.
Yeah, you've been getting better.
Yeah, I'm getting better, for sure. But, like, I'm not good.
Sure.
I don't imagine that I'm good. I'm tolerable. I do my part, for sure. I'm doing my part, thumbs up. I am helping. I'm just not very good. Which is different.
Sure. Yeah, it's different.
Not like the people who are doing their part with the Overwatch 2 reviews.
Oh my god.
Have you seen those?
I've seen a little bit of them.
Oh my god, it's overwhelmingly negative, right?
Yeah.
People are just absolutely being like, some people are posting like links to Team Fortress 2 in their Steam reviews.
Yeah. Yeah.
There are a bunch of people just being like, I'm doing my part and doing thumbs down reviews. Other people are like complaining, like very obviously about like, hey, like, remember when Overwatch originally launched and it had all these features? Why aren't they already in Overwatch 2? Huh? Like,
so they can sell them back to you piecemeal.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. God, and apparently a bunch of people, quote unquote. I've seen articles saying that other like AAA developers are nervous about like the Baldur's Gate reviews.
Yeah.
Because it's 100 hours of content. There is no like DLC, there's no cosmetics packs, there's no like games as a service continuing stuff. Like they just dumped you a 100-hour game and said, have fun. And like they're not trying to microtransaction you to hell and back, you know?
Right. Yeah.
And I guess some people in AAA studios are worried about it because they don't think they can do that with their games going forward. And it's like, well, I mean, you could. That's how games used to be, right? Games used to be you buy it once and you're done.
Well, okay. I acknowledge that game development is hard, and there's probably a lot of things that they have to do to make things meet with like the level of technology and fidelity and all that shit. But AAA definitely has the money. And like, you know, it's bigger thing is definitely just like their business model. They want to spend untold effort on a single game for 6 years or whatever, and then have it show out and win all the awards and they make all their money back.
Mhm.
I'm not sure that'll happen with Baldur's Gate, to be honest. And I do think we're in for an increase in quality. Like, people want to do it, but it really depends on how well Baldur's Gate does.
Mhm.
Like, financially and all that. And not like in the Square Enix way where, like, we only sold 12 million copies. It's a failure. You're like,
Right,
like,
yeah. Like in the real way.
right. And I don't know what it costs to make Baldur's Gate, which is also probably an ordeal. And picking that apart could be interesting. Because, like, the way these pipelines are set up, like, everyone's struggling.
Mhm.
And I hope things get better, but, like, I don't know, every time I talk to a dev or see, like, the stuff that they talk about on their day-to-day, like, it seems completely out of control.
Mhm.
I hope games get better, though. But I think they got to get smaller first.
Smaller how?
I think that's true of like a lot of entertainment media.
Mm.
There's so many. What do you want to say? Like the floor now for like a Marvel movie is like $200 million,
Right.
and that's before you involve marketing. Just like, geez.
Mhm.
God, I think that getting smaller is definitely like a great idea. Like,
Right.
because like how do these things? It's just not sustainable.
Right.
Yeah, like like there's so many like TV series out there, like that Lord of the Rings show for its first season had an $800 million budget
Yeah.
for 8 episodes.
Did they fly to New Zealand though?
Probably.
I mean, if they
Yes.
flew to New Zealand, I guess it was worth it,
I don't know. Like, but I get the idea, like, because Game of Thrones and stuff like Glee, which like also had these like really huge budgets, they had like a unity of purpose. And to be honest, like, I don't like both of those shows are worthy of their criticism, but they were popular in their time because they were a spectacle. And I feel like people are trying to recreate the spectacle without really understanding what it is. They're just throwing money at it.
No, I think you're right.
Yeah, and well, at least that's the way I feel about it. I think that that these budgets are getting out of control and they cost so much, and they hope to make it all back, but like what they're really selling isn't always worth it, and they know that. Like, they're betting their lives on it, the livelihoods of hundreds of people at a time every couple of years, and like there's got to be a less risky way to do this. I don't know.
I feel like practical effects need to make a comeback.
I'm down.
Not everything has to be CGI, and watching a bunch of people act on a green screen absolutely flattens their performances. Not every actor's performance, mind you, but like a lot of actors' performances.
I hear that. It's also weird that, like, considering how high these budgets are, like CGI and stuff is usually used as a cost-cutting measure. What is that?
Mm-hmm.
It's not even about like the choice of the art form. They're just like, we don't have to pay for this if we just use CGI. It was like, but I don't know. It's weird that that's like a common conversation now, especially with how much money that's flying around.
Make small things.
The good news is that
small things.
I mean,
weird small things make money. I don't want to watch your Chris Hemsworth Pine thing. Just don't.
Yeah, but there's like a push and pull to it, right? Like, arguably, there's more weird small things now than there have ever been. But for some reason, the way that things are set up, they're not set up to survive because apparently they need everyone to watch it. And like, they can't. There's too much stuff. I mean, it's a big problem that, I'm sure people are working on. in lots of little ways, but I don't think there is some sort of big, simple solution. I think that's okay.
Step 1, pay your actors. Step 2, pay your writers. Step 3, I don't know, make weird small things.
Make weird small things.
Yeah. Damn. Man, now I'm just depressed about art.
I think art's going to be all right, Brian.
I'm glad you do, because I don't.
I think we're going to have to fight over it, and it's going to be a lot messier than it should be, for sure, but I think art's going to be okay.
Man. I mean, I hope. I figure like with stuff like companies like digging in their heels on like using AI.
Yeah.
Like that's
the way I see it is that kind of stuff was always going to happen. Someone was going to try. But as far as I can tell, like, especially when it comes to like art, like, while the people in the business side want to make you believe that it's a business, you know, it's more about like a culture, right? And like they're losing the culture war. And I don't think this is like a perfect scenario where, you know, everyone gets what they want, especially labor. Like, you know, most regulations are written in blood. Actually, all regulations are actually written in blood. But like, I'm pretty sure that they're going to survive. Like that's how it lines up to me. I think it's going to cost a lot, and it's going to be terrible, and it's going to be a tragedy how much is lost. But I do think they're going to be okay.
I certainly hope so.
Hmm.
And I just look at like what's happened to music, where music has like effectively been ruined thanks to like, you know, business interests winning and getting what they wanted in the like the last 20 years. And so like music is flat out bad now. Music is just bad.
That's a take, Brian.
That's a real hot take.
Yeah, I'm here to stand by it too.
It's a real hot take.
And like the thing is like this isn't even old man like shake fist the cloud shit.
Sure.
Like with like, all right, we get the name of the bill. In fact, I'm pretty sure I've even done this speech on the show before. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, the Telecommunications Act of 1996.
Okay.
Like fundamentally like deregulated radio. And when that happened, that meant that like large chains were able to like start to be formed of radio stations.
Right.
And that's how we ended up with like clear channel communication, like,
right.
You know, owning you know, a majority of radio stations in the United States. Mm-hmm. Also, it meant that there were less regulations as far as like the variety of providers and the variety of like repeated play that was like enforced, you know, like at a top level. And so all of a sudden you could have like one radio station or one radio station company provider being like, yeah, we only like do business with like these 3 record companies. And we have these like same 5 songs in rotation across all of our stations. And because that happened, like more and more like independent radio stations got muscled out of existence. So, like we had a collapse of independent radio in the country.
Right.
And then because of the advent of Apple, first with their whole like, oh yeah, you know, you can buy any song for $1. you don't have to buy the whole album. Wink, wink. Just buy a song for $1. You mean like a single? But like a single's like $6, and like you get remixes of the song on a single. Like, well, not like that. You just buy the fucking song. You like Pop Goes the Weasel? Just buy Pop Goes the Weasel. You don't have to get remixes. You just buy it for $1. You're done. Oh, great! So you mean I can like effectively like collapse the record industry by just by buying the one thing, which is the single off of this album? Like, that's right. You can just buy the single off of this album. The thing which is getting radio play. You don't have to buy the whole album, which means that like the income for like recording artists is now collapsed. And then you have like the emergence of like streaming services, and no fucking artist has any kind of like solid protections for what they get paid for like individual streams of their songs,
right?
Because it's in the interest of these like record companies to try and like turn their artists into like these perpetual touring machines, because touring equals revenue.
Right.
Sitting in a studio working on new music or sitting down writing new music doesn't create revenue, and what you're interested in is revenue, not art. And so like we have artists who don't have time to hone their craft, because they have to perpetually tour in order to make any money. And then we have systems in place now, like based on like air quote algorithmic curation, because like if people are just like listening to Spotify's like beep boop beep boop, we are going to play you songs based on the songs that you have already listened to, which means that like the likelihood that you will encounter something which is entirely new but that will strike a chord in you is not going to happen, beep boop, because we are more interested in just getting you to listen for 8 hours. So the idea of like the shared culture experience of like new songs just like popping off and like resonating with a whole bunch of people just doesn't really happen anymore, because artists don't have time to write. There's no independent radio to like take a chance on like a hot new record. There's no diversity in radio station ownership. Music just fucking sucks now because we stripped music of the ability to be good.
Shit sucks.
It does suck. It sucks.
And
like
I do.
Go ahead.
I think the radio system, the radio station like schema has been co-opted by a few people to the detriment of like music discovery and whatnot. But I don't know. I still think music's pretty good. And I also think that while most artists are dependent on touring to make revenue instead of, like essentially royalties from their own music, like that is not a way that you can sit around and eat anymore, really, unless you're someone like Beyonce and whatnot. I feel like music's still all right. And while I do think that the artists are the ones that suffer the most by far in this situation, I think being someone who enjoys music, like entering into like new genres is easier than it's ever been. But I do agree that streaming does harm like organic discovery specifically. But I think the trade-off is that search is such a powerful tool that you can generally find whatever music you're trying to look for, as long as you can describe it in some way.
But so, and I guess that's what I'm describing as like part of the problem is
Sure.
that part of what happened when we had a diversity of like radio station ownership,
Right.
And a limited ability to like, if you're like say in most cities, like how many radio stations do you have in your locality, Rocky? Like offhand, like just a guess.
I don't know about Ohio yet, but El Paso had something like 7, I think.
Right. Okay. So if you've got like 7 radio stations, and Phoenix, like being like the 5th largest metro area in the country, has got like significantly more than that. But
Sure.
still, like radio means that like you're getting into this channel where you're going to end up just by virtue of um so it's like limited channels of availability, but like part of what makes those channels like struggle, or used to make them like try and distinguish themselves from one another is like the depth and the diversity of their offerings. You're like, okay, well, why would I listen to like W letter and when I could listen to W letter? It's like, okay, well, they play different stuff. They like, I'm going to hear things there that I've never heard before.
Mhm.
And like now you're like there is no like shared experience. There is no opportunity to like discover things together. Like there's like because you're being served up something which is based on your particular previous listening habits, and it's going to like dig up songs from people who just kind of sound like, from a math perspective, like what you've already listened to before. Like, okay, this song does the same thing with the bass that Rocky likes. Also, it talks about clapping the hands in the terms of the song. Like,
I agree that radio and streaming services aren't great tool for music discovery anymore. However, I still feel like that there are shared cultural experiences around music and the discovery of music. I just think the tools are different.
what would you say is the music discovery tool?
Social media.
Um, so like let's say like because I'm willing to accept that argument.
Sure.
That but I do think that social media is a lot smaller of a world than people think day to day. Like it always shocks me. I won't say it always shocks me. It always delights me whenever Twitter discovers that like Twitter's reach is a lot smaller than it thinks it is. I remember like so much of Twitter was convinced going into Barbenheimer weekend that like Barbenheimer was not actually going to happen, that there weren't going to be a whole bunch of people like going to like do a double feature that was going to have them sitting around for 5 hours, and then it happened, and like so much of it was like, really, wow, oh wow, like there's a measure of like 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 different social medias being like relatively like insular contained experiences,
Sure.
which reflect the fact that they are like these very tiny echo chambers as part of a like much larger like culture. When a song like really used to take off, it would like it. You couldn't get away from the song. You couldn't escape it because so many people were listening to it, and it was part of like everybody's vocabulary.
Sure. Yeah.
And now, like if somebody like is even on the wrong Twitter, meaning that like the type of accounts they follow and the type of community that they engage with on Twitter isn't part of like that like music subculture, like they're not going to find the thing.
Well,
Like,
okay, hold on. Before we dig too deeply into that idea, I feel like I'm not sure that's a problem because I do agree that there is a missing cultural experience where everyone is hearing the new Bird is the Word. Like that's just happening. It's part of everyone's lives and they react to it in different ways. I don't think everyone reacted to that favorably. And so like when the Bird of the Word, if someone doesn't hear Bird of the Word and turns out it's not their thing, it doesn't show up on their radar. But if you want to hear the Bird is the Word or you want to find out what the new thing is, it's easier than ever to join that experience. It's true that like these ideas don't permeate the way that they used to, but I'm starting to hear it. But it feels like you still have access to it. The only trade is that like you either have to ask for it yourself or be actively exploring.
but like if part of like what made like, but if music doesn't have the same ubiquity because like so using Bird is the Word because like that is because that's a really hilarious idea of it being this song.
Sure. Yeah.
So like if like the idea is that like if people have to search it out, it isn't as pervasive. It isn't everywhere. Like it isn't like it's not a cultural touchstone. Like I like getting to the idea of like cultural touchdowns. Like I do like you earlier you mentioned Game of Thrones in the context of a different conversation,
right?
And like I remember the week that they cut off Ned Stark's head,
right?
And like you just could not escape it as far as like just like real world being around people the next day, like.
That's what, but that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. I know a lot of people that for them that was just another Monday. They had no idea it happened. Like they didn't have any idea what anyone was talking about, and no one really brought it to their attention. And like maybe there were overt signs, like people in their orbit that were like emoting about it, but they didn't connect with it. It didn't happen. That's what I mean. Like I feel like some things that are ubiquitous aren't quite as ubiquitous, and I don't feel like that's new. I just feel like it's more visible now because you can see the lines.
Just want to grab some numbers here for a second.
I almost want to ask if Brian has heard Idol.
What's Idol?
Oh, it's only literally the most popular song in the world right now, Brian. Global top 100 song, number 1, Idol.
Yeah, I am out of the loop on Idol because I am on the wrong Twitter.
No, see, like that's what I mean. You're out of the loop on Idol because, like, I don't know, you're not looking at the not most important, but like whatever is currently the most popular music right now. And I'm not sure it's a bad thing that like. The most popular stuff doesn't actually touch everyone. That's what I'm saying.
And here's the problem with like, and here's why Google is dog shit.
Okay.
Because like, Ticket's just like, yeah, this is the
most popular song.
This is the most popular song. So I literally just typed the words "Idol song" into Google,
and
it's like, oh, you mean The Idol starring Lily Rose Depp? Because Google knows that I like search a lot of film and television. And so it thinks that what I want is not what I asked for.
Okay.
And so like we because what's most important to like these systems is like in engagement and use, they're like, oh well, you're more likely to fuck around on this thing longer if we don't actually resolve your request. And we instead just give you what we think you want or what we think you'll stare at longer. Like giving you the actual answer to your question is less valuable than giving you something that will just like you'll stare at more. That sucks. And that makes discovering new things harder.
I hear that.
Like is this by BTS? Is that it?
No, it's not the BTS song. It's the YOASOBI song.
Yeah, and this is me currently trying to use Google because now it's like because once I was like no Idol song and it's like no you want BTS and all I'm getting is BTS.
Okay, but this is what I'm saying. I also got the BTS song, but when Tegan told me that it was by YOASOBI, I added YOASOBI to my search, and now I'm looking at it. That's what I mean. Like,
yeah, but how would you have found it if you like? And I'm like, if this, all right, I'm now.
I listened to Tegan. She was telling me about it. That's how I found out. That otherwise, I mean, I've heard the song before, but
I think I sent it to you like no less than 15 times also.
Right. Like, but what I'm saying is that like the interaction is the part that's important, right? Like the algorithm just like surfacing general knowledge to me isn't the useful tool. It gives me what I ask it for. And if I didn't ask for that, that is a little frustrating. But Tegan's the one telling me about the song in the first place. Like, Tegan, what else can I know about this song so I can find it? And then I did. I'm looking at it right now. I feel like
music has become like a community experience.
But that's what I mean. I feel like it always was. And sure, like stuff like tools that are meant to surface these things, like the algorithm I don't think it makes sense for the algorithm to supplant that experience. I learn about songs because I talk to people and they tell me this is a song that resonated with me. And I'm like, tell me more about it. I'd like to find it myself. And they give me information. I confirm what I'm looking at. And now I have the song. I have access to this new thing that I didn't have access to before because I didn't know what it was. And maybe that could be easier, sure. But I feel like the interaction is the important part of that happening.
Right.
Not necessarily the fact that Google is trying to surface the thing to me. Like, it's trying or whatever, but I don't think that's the important part.
And this is where I want to circle back to the idea of the wrong Twitter, because people on social media are going to talk about on social media the thing which is most likely to get them engagement. They're going to talk about the thing that people will, press the like button and comment about. Mm-hmm. And I follow about 400 people on Twitter.
Sure.
And not one of them has mentioned this fucking song.
Yeah.
And because they I guess they didn't think they'd be, because of the circles I run in, they didn't think that they would be rewarded. And this is what I mean by the wrong Twitter.
Okay.
They didn't think they would be rewarded for mentioning this song, and so they didn't mention this song.
I mean, this also assumes that all people are using social media the exact same way, which fundamentally is not true. Not everybody is rewarded by, big number go burr, you know? Getting a lot of likes on a tweet for me does not increase my serotonin or whatever.
But also, I don't know. Okay.
It may not increase your serotonin, Tegan,
mm-hmm.
but it does modify how a social media platform treats serving you up to other people. I
guess, but I don't care about being served up to other people. Yeah, that's not a thing that...
Tegan, I understand that, but for the purpose of this argument, and I say this just because I have to replicate the position of these platforms, whether or not you care is immaterial to the platform's choice. Because let's say you make choices that make you happy, and you're like, I'm just going to post what I want because it makes me happy.
Yeah.
And then people don't engage with your content. And I hate calling it that. People don't engage with your content. Then what's going to happen is the platform is going to serve you up in people's feeds less and less, because these platforms are big on self-perpetuating cycles. The whole idea, all right, if people don't engage with you, then we won't serve them up. We won't serve you up to them. And then if we don't serve you up to them, then they won't engage with you. So if you're doing what you want and you post about this song, it's entirely possible that because people aren't smashing that like button, then it's not going to end up in my feed. So you could very well post about this song. I'll never know, because you're not doing the thing that makes the monkeys dance.
But do we have to make them dance?
Well, if you want to share things that people will see, then you have to.
Well, I don't know. I feel like there are other tools for that. If I want to post about this song, say, hey, everybody, this is the new big song, everyone should listen to it, and no one interacts with it, that sucks it in its own way. But, I don't know if my goal is to make everyone look at this thing, or if my goal is to make everyone look at this thing and no one reacts to my post, I feel like I start talking to people. And I think that's the point. It's the individual interactions.
It comes back to, what's the number one form of advertising? It's word of mouth.
I don't think that's true anymore.
The number one form of advertising is word of mouth.
I think that in increasingly isolated and insular society, I don't think that word of mouth is true anymore.
I mean, what is social media if not word of mouth?
Short
of media, brand.
It's brand our job on social media is brand amplification.
I don't have a job on social media.
Happy birthday, Grimace.
Yeah, I also don't have a job on social media.
That's what I mean, man. I'm on social media recreationally. And while I am their product, I get that because I don't pay to use Twitter. But I don't know. If I'm doing a bad job at social media, I don't know if that's any skin off my nose. I don't know if that means any real loss or harm to me, which is why I don't worry about it. And maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe middling social media presence is ruining my life somehow, and I'm too dumb to see it. But like, that's not how it feels.
I mean, I don't think middling social media presence is ruining your life right now.
Sure.
I do think that like the way that social media works can create the impression of like individual reach and capacity to like impact change and and touch people. But I think that because so many folks have been like trained to only like value like aggregated opinion or volume of opinion, that really we can only count as part of the like the chorus. Like I think a great example of that is like Metacritic or Rotten Tomatoes.
Sure.
Like people don't necessarily like value the voice, like an individual voice anymore. They're like, oh, what's the Metacritic on this game? Oh, what's the Rotten Tomatoes on this movie? Like individual voices don't matter. Like only as components of a chorus, only as as like things that like add to confirmation bias. Like
I don't know, man.
Baldur's Gate is going to be great. Let me go see if other people think that Baldur's Gate 3 is great.
I think there are people like that, and I agree. Like but my experience, while anecdotal, allows for other possibilities. I know a bunch of people that they just trust a couple. They trust a couple of voices. Whenever there's a fighting game that comes out, I have 3 or 4 friends that always say, "Oh, what's Maximilian Dude say about it?" You know, like I heard about this new anime coming out. Well, let me look up my YouTuber that I formed a parasocial relationship with and trust their input.
There are several YouTubers whose opinion I trust around anime because they'd be like, I love this anime. This is why I love this anime. And I'm like, oh, cool. Let me watch that anime. I watch it. I find out, oh, I also love it for some of those same reasons. What other anime do they recommend? Like,
Yeah. I mean, sure, there are people that live and die by like aggregate opinion, like Metacritic and whatnot, but there are other possibilities out there, man. That's all I'm trying to say.
Okay. Well, I certainly hope so. Gosh.
Next week, everyone send a song to Brian that you think he should know about. Post it on the Twitter.
Dude, I'm going to send you Yasobi right now. You're going to hate it. You're not going to like this song. It's not your kind of song. I think it's fucking great, though.
Idol's pretty cool.
It's got a little rap part in it. It's got a melody part in it. The lyrics are depressing. It's perfect. It's the perfect Idol song.
It's in my Boss Encounter playlist.
It makes you the boss. You become the boss. Do you want the English version or the Japanese version, Brian? It comes in both.
Good times. I'll take whatever you said.
I'll send you the Japanese.
Please send him the English one, Deacon.
Okay. I'll send him the English one. I'm sending it right now. You don't have to listen to it right now, but I'm sending it to you right now. There it is. You can listen to it in your own time. There are also subtitles so you can read along. I'm not cruel. I will send you the version with subtitles.
I hope I don't see the day that Tegan goes cruel. I don't know if any of us will survive between you and me, Brian, but we'll see how that goes.
I understand that I sit upon the capacity to be a villain in someone's story, and every day I work hard not to become that thing. I did it once before, I don't want to do it again.
Oh, Jesus. I don't know if I want that lore today. Brian, what do you feel about it?
Follow your heart, Tegan.
One day, but not today.
Oh, dear. All right. How are you feeling? Does this feel like a podcast?
I feel like this has been an episode of Macaroni Town.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. It's been another episode of Macaroni Town. We might be doing more of these. I hope that's cool. if you're interested in sharing it with people, let them know that Macaroni Town, formerly known as Impossible Coin, is available wherever podcasts are found. iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, but not SoundCloud. Fuck SoundCloud, man. There's music at the beginning and end of this. It's made by the man, the myth, the legend, Big Soch. You could find him on Twitter at Hillary_Swank. And his band has a Bandcamp at betweenrooms.bandcamp.com. Our logo was designed by Laura Moran. You can find her on Twitter at Laura Moran, I'm pretty sure. But she does have a Patreon where she does some really good shit. Way too good for us. Thank you forever, Laura Moran. And we have a Patreon too. We suspended billing, so don't worry about it. All that's chill. We're figuring out some things in-house. We're also streaming. It's on twitch.tv/ImpossibleCoin. We play a lot of Splatoon Saturdays. We're getting into Minecraft. I'm still playing Inclement Emerald, and Tegan's playing Tears of the Kingdom, but more things are coming. Keep an eye out for those. And if you want to, you can find us all on social media. I'm on Facebook and Instagram. Tegan's on Tumblr. Brian's on Twitter, and probably a couple of other places too. I don't know for sure. But that's us. That's the show.
Thanks for hanging out.
Hey.
Thank you for podcasting.
It's official. You suck.